Hello. We should be live. I'm going to hop on over on open YouTube to make sure that in fact I am live. Welcome everyone who's joining us today for today's live. If I am in fact live, let me get over there. View my channel. That's where we want to go, and we want to hop on into the line. And yay, we are live. I'm going to mute that, and this way I have the chat open for everyone that joins us. And welcome. Today's oracle read is entitled In the Arms of Angels. And all of my decks, my angel decks that I have, I'm using today. So I've got a variety of decks, but I do have all of my angel decks because I figured we could use some divine intervention. Woo! Hello, Cindy. Glad to see that you're here and that you can hear me. This is good. Before I begin, I'm going to do some quick announcements, which is, yay, it looks like You Talk is becoming a little bit of a success. I have people booked all the way up until mid-November. So if you are wanting to come on to You Talk and discuss your spiritual awakening, the challenges that you've overcome, the tools that you used to overcome them, and the blessings that you can see at the end when there's a light of a tunnel, if you want to join me on You Talk, I want you to have your opportunity to have your say here on the You Movement. Because when you share your stories, I can guarantee that there is going to be somebody else that resonates with your story. So get in touch with me and let's get booking. As I said, I'm booking mid-November now. So that gives you plenty of lead up time to get over any nerves that might be going on. Second announcement, this morning I posted a video that's a little bit different than what I normally do. I have done some of these in the past, but this one's a little bit different. Listen, there's lots of guided meditations and guided affirmations that you can get out there, but what's missing is guided through your trauma. And trust me, I know it's missing because I went and tried to find one for myself. And what I ended up doing was creating one for myself, which I have now created for all of you. So this morning's video is discussing to your inner child to help you process through the difficult emotions that will arise when you're going through trauma release during your dark night of the soul. And that is to help assist you and comfort you and help you feel less frightened, less scared, less, oh my God, what are these feelings coming up? Because they're brutal. When you're starting to purge all of those traumas that have been locked deep inside of you for 40 odd years, and they start to bubble to the surface, it can be very scary and overwhelming. So please check out this morning's video to help. It's just an audio with me there to help guide you through. Since I can't be in your living room or in your bedroom and comforting you, I would love to be there for everyone and just reparent everyone. So let me reparent you the way you should have been parented the first time around. And if you weren't, please hop on and check out that video. It's an audio, but it's in my video section in the Practices with B, and I've already had reports back that people are very thankful, and it has assisted them in feeling like having emotions isn't such a bad thing, because a lot of us have repressed those for a long period of time. So when we have to start to release them, having somebody to guide you along might be something that will help you. Report back what you think of it. My third announcement before I begin, but I will start shuffling, is to say thank you very much for the donations that I have received. If you are wanting to donate to me and to the channel, the way to do that is in the description below. I have two links, one for buy me a cup of tea kind of price, and one for donate whatever you want kind of price for the channel. I also have a donate button for my Amazon wish list, so if you fancy donating me a deck of cards, there's lots of oracle cards in there for me to choose from, for you to choose from, and I greatly, greatly appreciate it. So those are all my announcements. Welcome, 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 and checking with the messages. We've got Yvonne here saying hello, and we've got, oh good, Yvonne's reporting that she's feeling a bit calmer, better than compared to last week. So maybe some of you guys out there also feel like you're coming up for air a little bit because this is a collective, right? So the first deck that we have is the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms by Colette Baron Reid, and we've got 3 cards jumping out. I had the privilege of seeing Colette Baron Reid live at the You Can Do It conference. I'm going to say 7 years ago. I don't know. I've lost track of time. And no glasses today. Oh well. So our first up is this. We've got card number 5, 4, and 24. The Spiral Dancer. Circuitous Root Perception. So cycles. So healing is cycles. We've got this hot, sexy lady playing with some energy and processing through the cycles. Sorry for the reflection on my lights there on this card. So this is a nice card. She kind of dressed to me like a little bit of a belly dancer, and a lot of feminine energy coming in here. We've got some butterflies, so transformation. She's turning those cycles. So when we think of spirals, that is very much the healing journey. We go down into the depths and then we come back up, and then we go down and then we come back up. And each time we go down and come back, we're transmuting, we're healing on a deeper level, we're enlightening. So she's got lots of light coming in and lots of pink energy of unconditional love, which is what we should be giving ourselves as we're going through these cycles up and down, because that's what it feels like, a little bit like a roller coaster. Next up, we have the Web Weaver. Synchronicity, divine intelligence, cause and effect. And we have another beautiful feminine energy in here. Dressed all in white. I'm liking this. It's like the purification and the noticing of synchronicities. So maybe you are paying attention and seeing a lot of angel numbers, 444, 1111, these kinds of things, or you keep seeing the same thing over and over again. Lately I've been seeing spiders, and that's fun because this is the Web Weaver, and spiders are the symbol of protection. So we gotta love those things. And listen, I hated spiders when I used to grow up. I would freak out. I would know it if there was a spider in the room, and I'd be like, there's a spider! But now I'm like carrying it gently outside on a piece of paper. I still don't want to touch the things, but like now I know how important spiders are, because they are also the energy of creator, the creations. So as we see more and more of these signs and symbols, what it says to me is it's like God winks, or a thumbs up from spirit saying you're going in the right direction. You're moving along exactly the way you're supposed to be. You're following divine intelligence, and divine intelligence is nudging you. Now, it might not feel gently, but it is nudging you so that you can get into your own purity, your own purification, your own alignment with spirit, so that you are going to be more of a creator of your own cause and effect. When you're in alignment with spirit, you have greater power over your manifestation. And so she's got this beautiful like wand of light that she's ready to just go, bing! Yes, this is what I want to create. And I want to create a place, a safe place in the world for people. And boom, boom, boom. Destiny. The next card up, we have card number 24, the Map Maker of Destiny. Did I show you this pretty lady? Here we go. The Web Weaver. Now, the Map Maker of Destiny. So look at this. And this is funny because today, my mantra of the day, and I hope you guys are using your mantras to help transmute that energy. My mantra today is, I am in alignment with my destiny. And the Map Maker of Destiny is authentic purpose, inspiration, and free will. Free will is a funny one because free will, when we are in alignment with ego, feels very controlled, feels very organized, feels very 9 to 5 and structured and this and that. But free will, when you actually give your free will to be in alignment with spirit, it's a lot more free floating. It's a lot more, I'm just going to do what spirit tells me to do right here, right now, and be in alignment and let myself be led instead of me doing the leading. And that's difficult. It is difficult to surrender to the point where you're saying, okay, take me where you want to take me. Guide me where you want to guide me. Do with me what you want to do with me. That's my destiny, is to follow, not to lead. And so that's an interesting turn, because in letting go of the leading, we actually allow ourselves to step and flow into our destiny. And now, listen, surrender is not always easy, but it's like my will, nope, thy will, yeah. So there we go, our first cards up with that deck. Next, we're going to move in today into the Priestesses of Light deck. The Priestesses. Let's get some energy from the Priestesses. So while I'm shuffling here, hello for those that have joined us here. Oh, we have Soul. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up with these. Hi, B. Could not sleep. So glad you're here live. Yes. Here every Sunday, 4:44 is the new time. I will update you if it ever changes. But unless I am like in the depths of Dark Night of the Soul, I will be here Sundays at 4:44. And that, it seems to be a good time slot for most of us. Oh, this is funny to me. This is funny. I don't even know almost how to read this card. We have card 16, Twin Flames. This is making me laugh. Soul partner and eternal connection. Listen, I'm on the twin flame journey, and it's all kinds of cuckoo. It is a wackadoodle ride, so it is. I like this. We have countering energies. Both of these, interestingly enough, are divine feminines, because you're mirroring back yourself. When you meet your twin flame, they will trigger you and trigger you and trigger you and trigger you and trigger you. And each of those triggers is helping to release all of those things. So, for example, my twin flame is off doing his own thing, and silence. Crickets, chirp, chirp, chirp. I'll send message, won't hear back. And so that triggers me. That triggers me loads. But that's a good thing. It's triggers are our opportunity to heal. And in sitting with why is it annoying me so much that somebody's not communicating to me? And then it's like, oh, I go back in time and I'm like, oh, I remember what it felt like when I went and was adopted and sat and I wanted my parent, and there was silence because they weren't there anymore. Okay, so now I'm dealing with this inner child wound. So, and then as I deal with that inner child wound, we come back to where we began with the spiral dancer. So it's like you get triggered and you get sucked right back down. And then you're, oh my God, my inner child, I hated being adopted, it was horrible. And then you come back up with that spiral dancer, you're moving things along, and you're getting into purification, and you're getting into alignment with yourself, your true self, because the more we let go of all those shadows and the wounds and heal the inner child and embrace the inner child back into, the more pure we get. We're no longer responding to the world from a place of ego. We're responding from a place of soul. And that has us like directed into soul mission, which is what I'm doing here right now with you guys. Is I'm in mission to help assist other light workers on their awakening path so that they can also heal and transmute and clear out all of this. So if you find yourself on the twin flame journey and you're struggling, understand that this is your journey back to self. There are many different types of union, and people talk about union. Okay, so you have a very nifty spiritual connection with somebody, and they trigger something in you, which is triggering your awakening, your spiritual journey, your dance, and then you get into alignment with soul, yourself, alignment with you, alignment with the divine, which brings us back to the dream weaver. We're now in alignment with the divine, and so I'm in union with God, or union with source, or union with the universe, whatever you want to call it to make yourself happy. And then we're in union with Soul Tribe, and I did a video the other day on Soul Tribe and how it's the most amazing thing ever. And then we're in union with mission. And so that's stepping up. So that's what this journey is all about. So twin flames, I resonate with a lot of you out there, and I know that you guys resonate with me. And understand that this is a process, and it's, at times it's like, why is this happening? I don't understand. Where's the accent roof? This is difficult. Yes, it's all of those things and more, but it's all about alignment. So look, we've got this flying energy just coming out of the head of this tiger. And it takes the strength of a tiger, the courage of a tiger to keep moving, because your healing is like an awakening journey, a kundalini on steroids. It's much faster, it's intense, it's this and that. So the more you focus on yourself, look, it's self. Look at her. Look, it's not a woman and a dude in this picture. I'm liking this twin flame card. It's herself. She's seeing herself. So the thoughts and the memories and the connection to this other person are to bring you back to self, to help you purify. So there you go. Twin flame journey coming up there. Next up, we have... I so doesn't like when somebody doesn't like when someone answers a text and ignore you. To me, it's very rude and abusive. You know what? I'm going to agree with you. I also think it's very rude and abusive. And there's multiple levels to it. Because one, it's about learning that that's not acceptable and I deserve better. So you then are looking at yourself again and saying to self, do I deserve this? Why do I keep sending these messages if I keep getting nothing back? Oh, geez, I'm going to stop doing that because I deserve better. So one, it brings it back into what alignment with what you deserve and what you're worthy of. And then also on the kind of spiritual level, it's teaching you about you. It's teaching you things. Any experience, doesn't matter who it is, if somebody does something and that triggers you and it's not reciprocal energy or any of these things, it's all about, and look, there's a card that's stuck down. I'm going to keep that card as well. Interesting. It didn't come up when I'm going to pull another one, but we have your spirit guide can lead you, but can't do it for you. We've had this. I've pulled this recently. That's why it was right on the bottom, but it applies because it didn't come with the rest of the deck. So we've got a lovely guy taking the plunge, baby, taking the plunge, jumping into the deep end off this waterfall. Waterfall reminds me of, it's an ending. It's a sudden and dramatic ending. So there could be some sudden and dramatic endings coming in, and you just need to go with it. And that sometimes is going to feel like going over a waterfalls. And usually, at least when you go over a waterfalls, it's nice and deep there because the water's dug down. So you actually are safe. You're just being brought somewhere new. So take the plunge. Take the plunge. We also have your path may be bumpy, but this will alter soon. Ooh, well, I like that. And this is a beautiful card. It reminds me of Mexico. So we've got this beautiful kind of seascape with a nice sunset coming in. And here, did I show you the waterfall guy? Look at him jumping off the waterfall, crown chakra. I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to do what's right for me. And when I do what's right for me, it's going to be a bumpy path for a little bit to extricate myself from whatever was up here. But then where I'm going to land, but this will alter soon. So yeah, still a little bit of a bumpy ride coming in, and it's funny, there looks like there's this teeny tiny spirit jumping out of these waves going, yay, I did it. I'm free. So yes, a sense of freedom coming in, and a sense of now I can reach for something far more expansive. Yeah, so maybe there was like limitations in this riverscape that was above this waterfall. And so when we get to the bottom of the waterfall, it all opens up like a tributary. There you go. See, I paid attention in geography class. Didn't pay attention in all my classes, but I liked geography. So yes, when you think about the river systems as they make their way out to the ocean, and that's what we've got here, one is a river and then the next is an ocean, is it opens, where once was like really narrow and difficult bumpy and white water rafting, this, that, and the other. It brings you out to like the sea, and when then you're in like a whole new, you're no longer a little fish in a small pond, you're a little fish in a huge ocean. So lots more opportunities befalling us as we've reached this level of purification. I dig it. I diggity dig it. So next, that was the Healing Spirits Oracle. Next up, we have the Sacred Destiny Oracle. That's too many cards. Could I have one, please? Okay, 3's good. Okay, we have lots of cards coming in today, so got to make some space. First up, we have forgiveness. So we're letting go of some of the stuff that we need to let go of and give it to God. See, look, I'm giving it to God. It's not my problem anymore to deal with. If they've got karma that was bad karma that they did onto me, I'm going to give it to God and let God take care of it. It's not my issue. I can let go of my resentments. I can understand that there was lessons in this involved, and I can be in a place now where I'm going to be like, yeah, you take care of it. I don't need to worry about it. I don't need to worry about it, because when we let go of it and give it to God, we're going to come out the other end thriving. So that's nice energy. No longer in surviving, because it's felt like surviving for a period of time. Now we're thriving. And I'm loving this pink energy coming in this expansive, no longer alone. This giraffe has other giraffes off in this distance, and there's so much pink here that's like unconditional love, and I'm higher. I'm taking the higher path. Think about a giraffe. I can see for miles and miles around because I'm seeing this from a whole new perspective now. My head's I'm no longer down. I'm rising above it and saying, okay, thanks for the shitty lessons, but I'm free. I'm free. And I can be happy and closer, get together with people that are more in resonance with my energy. These, we've got like 3 little giraffes in the background here, and this beautiful pink kind of Archangel Shamuel. Is that an angel that you guys work with? It's an angel I work with all the time. I love Archangel Shamuel. And we've got a full moon here, full moon here. So good full moon's energy, which is saying enlightening. And a third full moon, 3 full moons. So that's like, I see things now in a whole new way. It's all becoming crystal clear to me. I get it. Okay. I see what this was all about now. Okay, fine. For example, escaping from a narcissistic relationship, a lot of us need to do that on this path. It is, my opinion, part of the initiation process that there are many. I did a video a while back called The 4 Initiations of a Spiritual Awakening. And I firmly believe that that is part of our initiation in order, it serves a purpose for us to stand in our power. So first, we need to escape. Then we need to learn to move from survival to thrival. That's not a word, but move from surviving to thriving, moving into this energy and standing in our power here. And learning things. And then we're starting to see, I'm learning the lessons here. I was supposed to learn boundaries. I was supposed to learn my own personal power. I was supposed to learn what I deserve and what I don't deserve. I was supposed to learn what I should tolerate and what I should walk out the door with. I'm learning very valuable lessons here. And those lessons you sometimes require a good bit of patience. So our next card up is patience. We've got the full moon behind this gorgeous crane, and the crane is flying going, I'm free, motherfuckers. I don't need to hold on to like the anger or the resentment because I've processed through that. I've done the work. I've done the work going down, spiraling back up. I faced all these things. I've been triggered left, right, and center. And now I'm learning this from a higher perspective. I get it. I've been patient. And now I'm free. I'm flying free. So I dig that. That is the Sacred Destiny Oracle. We've got forgiveness, thriving, and patience. Next up, I'm going to start my angel decks. I've got 4 out, and first we're going to start with Diane Cooper's Angel Wisdom. So we have, this is what I need to learn as I'm stuck in anger and hurt and have to learn to trust God by giving it to Him and not taking it back. Okay. If we're stuck in anger of hurt, we cannot bypass to bliss and just jump into forgiveness. First, when we're stuck in anger and hurt, we need to feel the anger and hurt and express it. So I am not one to like say that, because I don't want anyone feeling guilty. Okay, no guilt allowed. I'm making a rule. No guilt allowed. If you're sitting in an energy of anger and hurt, let yourself be in the anger and hurt. Let yourself feel those feelings. Process through the feelings. Do some anger work. Do some shadow work. Do some, purging of those feelings. Because when you purge the feelings and you give forgiveness and compassion to yourself first, then you get to a place where you're like, I don't care. It's okay, God, you can take care of this. I don't need to be angry at this person anymore because I've gone into the shadow and lots of shadow energy in this. I've gone into my own shadows. I've shown myself compassion for the pain and suffering that those people have caused me. I've cried the tears. I've been angry. I've written the hate mail. Write the hate mail. Don't mail it, but write the hate mail and then burn it. Nice, some fire energy. Fire is excellent to transmute anger. If you're stuck in any particular flavor of hurt, try to figure out, well, what kind of hurt is this? Is this what's underneath it? The more investigation you do in spiraling down into it will help you transmute it so you can come back into that energy of purity and clear from you any hostilities and resentments that you have, and then be like, I love myself so much. I love myself for what I had to endure. It wasn't fair. It wasn't fair. I'm going to be patient with myself and loving and kind with myself while I'm processing through this so that I can get to a place where let it come naturally. There's a natural sequence to grieving. There's a natural sequence to healing, which is, to take care of self first and feel the feels, and then you get to forgiveness. We don't force forgiveness, because then it's not forgiveness. Then it's I'm repressing my emotions. And okay, we have, so lots of anger coming up for people. I've walked in the fire of anger all day. Wow, lots of grief came after that. But good for you for feeling the anger. What did you do to transmute the anger? Did you put on some Rage Against the Machine? That's always a good thing to dance to when you're in anger. Or write the hate mail. Or do some breath work. Breath work is amazing for clearing anger. Getting some shorter breath, kind of like a Lamaze class, pushing it out. You think about it when you're like doing a workout. Get it out. Get it out. Yeah, there's a good way to do some anger release is to do kind of like go dancing. Like I used to dance a lot when I was younger, and I was a punk rocker, so I would go to punk shows and be like, get the fuck away from me. So yes, throw on some good old punk tunes, some Rage Against the Machine, some Prophets of Rage, something like that, and dance your little heart out if you're trying to get rid of some anger with a lot of breath work and a lot of like, instead of trying to repress the anger, like make it as big as angry as you could possibly be in a safe, contained environment. We're not going out, we're not screaming at local children or anything. In our privacy of our own homes, if you have a punching bag, even better. I've seen these new things. They're the coolest thing ever. It's like this punching thing that is to music. It hooks up through your Bluetooth, and so you can punch, and it's got little lights on it. I want to get one of those. Those look like the coolest things ever. So yes, the angels are telling us to surrender, and I already mentioned that. Whatever you resist in life persists. I'm going to repeat that because it bears repeating. Whatever you resist persists. Ask your angels to help you dissolve all resistance of your ego, the inner conflict and struggle, the rigid mindsets and habits, so that they can flood your life with higher truth and joy. When you surrender to the guidance of your higher self, all the energy you have been using in resistance becomes available to you. Vitality, inner peace, harmony, and most of all, love are your spiritual rewards. So flow with the pace of life. Relax and tune in. Then follow the guidance of your intuition, knowing that all the angels will support you at all times. So the affirmation is, I surrender to the flow of life. And the flow of life is the slow of life. Yes, when you're in the void, it might feel like Groundhog Day, and it might feel like the slow of life instead of the flow of life. But the flow of life is going to require us some patience, especially as we're like being propelled sometimes over these waterfalls to bring us into more expansive energy. So we're going to have patience with ourselves. And especially if you're on a twin flame journey, oh my God, patience, 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 and more patience with ourselves as we surrender to higher self, surrender to the divine, surrender to the universe, and let that bring us back as we are being led on our destiny, the path of destiny, map maker of destiny. Pay attention to your synchronicities as you surrender, because those are your thumbs up that you're doing a job well done. Because you are. You're exactly where you need to be right now. Processing exactly what you need to process right now. There is no, but I'm not there yet, because you're exactly where you're supposed to be. You're here now. And here now is you're doing amazing work. Amazing work. Whatever it is that you're doing. If you're crying, you're doing amazing. If you're dancing to Rage Against the Machine, you're doing amazing. If you're, whatever you're doing amazing. I can tell you. Even though our ego would be like, I should have accomplished so much more by now. What is going on? This isn't how I wanted it to be. But it's not how you wanted it to be. It's how Spirit wants it to be. And so Spirit wants you to feel whatever you're feeling in the moment. So feel it as fully as you can. We have from the Angel Therapy Oracle deck, you are profoundly clairvoyant. Trust what you see in your mind's eye as well as with your physical sight. For your spiritual vision helps you with healing, teaching, and guidance. So third eye openings happening for people perhaps as we look and see what could be, what we see, and trust those intuitive hits. I love this. We've got some goldfish swimming around with some mermaids into this ball here. And goldfish are particularly lucky birds. Lucky fish. Even in the name gold. So, you know, they're bringing in, and this angel has golden adorned with it. So you are being led to your abundance is what I'm getting the message from this. Things are in the magical world. You need to trust in what you intuit. This place isn't for me. This place is for me. I trust that I'm being guided and led. I can surrender to this because I know something greater is meant for me. And so just have that as your... Oh, and we froze again. I love it when this does this. I don't know what I do that I'd... Pan cam. At least I now know how to switch. There we go. Now I know how to switch it. Anyways, sorry about that. And we move next into... I do weird things. I think I move my hands or something too much and it confuses it. What can I say? What can I say? Next, let's hop into the Crystal Angels Oracle. See what kind of crystals come up. Cindy, how did you go doing with your crystal hunt? Your Herkimer diamonds. Did you get yourself some Herkimer diamonds? Okay, good. Yes, I was frozen. I'm glad that it was... Oh, we have I release screaming into a pillow as well. There's an excellent way to release some anger. That one wants to come out. As you're right, wants to come out. Deep emotional healing. Your heart is ready to heal from past experiences, and you are willing to devote time and energy towards therapeutic care. Again, I'm picking up on third eye energy here. As you're right, is you know, this kind of blurple color. I want to go into the book for that one. Why not? Sometimes I'm led to go into the book. Let's see what Azurite has to say to us. There's a message in here for us. Azurite. Deep emotional healing. My favorite kind of healing. Going into the depths of the darkness. This is a positive card, showing that you're ready to process and move on from painful experiences and trauma. This means that you're open to receive healing energy and insights about your experiences. You're guided to devote time, and we were just told to follow our guidance, so there we go. You are guided to devote time for your personal healing work. This may involve appointments with a therapist or a healer, or spending extra time in prayer or meditation, or on self-care practices. Detoxification from chemicals, processed foods, also negative influences comes up very strongly for you right now. So that's a very interesting message, and that's, I think, what we needed to come into the book for, is to remind us that we need to detoxify. And that's detoxify ourselves from negative situations and negative environments. The environment around you influences your health. We need to also detoxify from the inside out. So lemons in your water for excellent way to detoxify your liver. If you're trying to, which will assist the body in cleansing and clearing out. Be consciously aware of what foods you're putting in. At this point, you should be quite sure you're not putting too much sugar in there, because sugar is very toxic for your body and for your mind. And we're going to give ourselves sweetness instead of synthetically providing it for us. So that's an interesting message coming in there. So if you're trying to quit some of those things in your life that you know and your higher self has been saying for a period of time, got to quit these smokes, got to quit this dope, got to quit this alcohol, got to quit this bad relationship, yes, it's time to detoxify, because in that we come back into that purified state. So we've had purification up twice. Next up, I'm going to hop into the Angels of Atlantis. Oh, good. Cindy got a few of her Herkimer diamonds. She didn't get many. I think that's very cool to go find your own crystals instead of going to a local store. Go find a place nearby that does like crystal mining that you can go and find your own, because wow, that's an adventure. It gets you out of the house and it gets you, I used to do that when I was a kid. I used to go hunting for garnet on the side of the highway. It's true. True story. Wow, this deck doesn't want to... Can I have a message, please, from the Angels of Atlantis and see what... Okay, I'm taking that one. Gabriel! I love Gabriel. Okay, Gabriel is bringing in some grace. May I please have some grace? And again, is white purification. Interesting. This has got a goose on it. Where's this goose leading us? I'm immediately hearing what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Or is it the other way around? Flying solo, anyways. So here we have Gabriel with goose energy coming in here. That's some beautiful energy. I want to know more. I want to know more. I want to do this book as well. Interesting. The goose is throwing me off. Goose. Duck, duck, goose. Are all your ducks in a row? No. I got no more ducks. I got no more rows. This book makes no sense. Michael, Metatron, Haniel, Gabriel. Grace. The Oracle of Gabriel wishes for you to receive the heavenly gift of grace. This is always given when we most require it. Therefore, consider how you may have mistreated an aspect of your life. How you may have miscreated an aspect of your life and therefore experiencing an absence of this divine elixir. Gabriel is asking you to unfold your wings and fly like a swan. That's a swan? Okay, it's a swan. That's why it was confusing me, which is another twin flame symbol. So all those twinnies out there are going, swan, swan! Oh, yeah, so much fun, that journey. It's asking you to unfold your wings and fly like a swan to cleaner water. Again, detoxification. So that's a double message there about detoxification. Make sure that you don't have fluoride in your water. Get yourself a nice, check to see if your township A puts fluoride in your water, and B, if you do, and now we're frozen again. And see, it's when I do a little hand symbol. It doesn't like me doing hand symbols. Oh, the joys, the joys, the joys. I'm coming. I'm a-coming. I got it to work the last time. I don't know why it's, I'm gonna just, yeah, it's on. Okay, guys. He wants to mess with me. I call it the fuckeries. There we go. It's back again. It's back again. I don't know this stuff. Swans. We were talking about swans. Oh yeah, we were also talking about fluoride. Don't be drinking fluoride. Because that'll help. That's what needs will debilitate your third eye, is if you're consuming high amounts of fluoride. So fluoride-free toothpaste, fluoride-free, 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 please and thank you with that. If you need to detoxify fluoride out of your system, start eating cilantro at large amounts. Cilantro is natural. It's like the poor man's way to take out heavy metals out of your body. So lots of cilantro for people coming in to help detoxify. That's a side note. Anyways, there you will sample a renewed state of being, sensing the purities of life and truly recognizing your soul as a gift of grace. Chant Om 3 times and you will feel grace surging through every neural pathway. Om. So Om. Okay, each chakra has its own chant. It's called a seed. And so each of them have their own. Om is the chant for the third eye. The chant for actually the crown is silence. So we've got multiple things coming in third eye energy, which is, we had the card of clairvoyance. We're seeing things in a new perspective. We're seeing things in ways that before we were like, man, I was really asleep. I didn't know that, and I believed them when they said this, and I thought that that was safe, and I didn't know I was doing this. So we're going to come back to that card of forgiveness and forgiving ourselves for believing a lot of the stuff that we used to believe about people, places, things, situations, everything, and say, listen, I made the best decisions that I could with the information that I had at the time. But now that I'm going through this spiritual awakening and my third eye is becoming more open and my clairvoyance is coming online, I'm going to forgive myself and be patient with myself, because this is huge. When it all kinds of like collapses around you and you look around and you go, wait, what? All the things that they said were fine for me aren't fine for me, and all this other stuff, and you know, I can see through your lies now. It's like all of a sudden you get narcissist vision and you're like, really? You think that's gonna work on me now? I can see right through you. Okay, you keep trying that, I'm out. So there we go. To recap quickly, we're still doing some deep dives into the emotional stuff as we are being led by divine intelligence to help us stand and go on the path of our destiny. So we are choosing our highest path, and our highest path is a path of purification and enlightenment, bringing us over the edge sometimes, into deeper waters for a more expansive place. As we do this section of our awakening, we have to practice forgiveness and patience and surrender, so that we can get into a better state of thriving as we utilize our new gifts of clairvoyance, that is going to be easier for us to navigate and easier for us to hold on to the more we clear out any toxicities that are still in our body and stand in alignment with grace. There by the grace of God go I, is what I just heard. So if anybody would like a card pulled for them specifically, please shout out. If you want a specific deck, please shout out for that as well. And let's see what the universe has to say to you. That's it. I'm going to quickly have some of my tea. Everything good? Everything good? Anyone? Yes, Yvonne, you can have one. And I'm going to pull from my chakra deck today for you, sweetheart, and see what we have coming in. This is the chakra, no, not that one. Chakra Wisdom Oracle. Spirit, please guide this. There we go. Destiny. That's twice we've had Destiny today. Interesting. Oh, I dig this card. Look at this. Okay, so we have this look, we've got a shadow and light version sitting above our ascended masters, our guides here in like crown chakra, and we've got like kind of, again, third eye. It's all higher energies coming in, sitting before. And I love these guys. Let's call them little yin and yang, because look at them. And they've come together. They're working together. So it's like I'm absorbing my shadow side of self and loving on my shadow side of self and seeing what my shadow side of self brings to this table. And I'm also recognizing my light attributes as well. I'm seeing the light in me. I'm seeing the dark in me. And I am bringing into balance and harmony the both of them together and working in partnership and understanding that the dark brings a light to the table, and the light brings a little bit of a dark to the table. Anything can be, in a shadow element. For example, when we do good things for people, we think to ourselves, well, that's a light attribute. I'm doing good things for people. But if you're doing it from a place of codependency, and if I'm doing these things so that I can get something, or I'm doing these things so that person will calm the fuck down, then we're not really doing it from a light place. That's a light with an element of shadow inside of it. Opposite, I just did a video recently on the archetype of the fool. That's generally seen as not a pleasant thing, but the fool archetype has the light frivolity and brings light to the situation. So within the dark, there is the light. Within the light, there is the dark. And when we work together as a team in partnership, embracing all of ourselves and say to Spirit, okay, listen, this is me. This is who I am. I am imperfectly perfect. I have some rough edges. I have some weird quirks. I have some strange traumas that I've had to overcome. But each of those things has brought me blessings as well. So I can see myself in wholeness and love myself in wholeness and be honored for that. Be honored for the stuff that we tried to hide and the shameful stuff. We need to honor it. We need to give it time and grace and listen to it. So I love that. Look at that. I'll show you that again. Our little yin and yang. Your destiny. Woo! And Cindy would like a card, certainly. And I am going to pull for you from the flower deck, Cindy. I don't know how you like that. That's where we're going. It's flowers. Some upside down here. Oh, yeah, we have Millicent Andrew saying, your channel just came up in my feed. I will take a card, please. Perhaps there's a message for me. Absolutely. First for Cindy, I have Nasturtium is the name of this particular flower, and it is asking you to do a little bit more grounding work. The beginning is where you need to be, is what it says. And I'll show you this card here. So we've got some orange energy coming in, as well as, it's almost like a vine. I don't know this particular plant, but it's very pretty. Starting from the beginning and in a grounding sense, so Maslow's hierarchy of needs, these are all your issues in regards to the foods, your protection, your house, your base needs, Make sure if you're sitting in an environment where all your base needs are taken care of and you're pleased with that, then you can move into you can grow into the next layer up, which is more pleasant kind of energies, that sacral. So it's going from root chakra to sacral chakra and helping you move into, more pleasurable situations. So take a look around and say, are my base needs being taken care of? Am I grounded in the here and now? And, I've got a roof over my head. Yes. I've got food on my table. Yes. I have the basics of life necessary taken care of. I'm grounded in this. I know you're spending time in the nature anyway, so get out of nature as much as you can to help ground some more of that. Because where that grows, there's like this little vine kind of flower, where that grows into, it is going to be more pleasure, more fun, more interactions with people, the second chakra issues. So that's very nice. Now we have here, soul. I'm sorry, soul. Did I miss you too? Okay, so I'm going to pull one for soul and then one for Millicent. Soul. Soul wants to go to the sea. That's where soul wants to go. So this one here is soul, messages for soul, please. There you go. Shine, soul, shine. Shine, soul. May you be a lighthouse. So you are a light worker, my darling girl, and you need to shine as bright and as colorfully as you want to be. Be unique. And I like this because we've got all this sea glass at the bottom, and sea glass is highly coveted. It's very beautiful. People love finding sea glass. But the reason why sea glass got so well is like this, is so pretty, is because it was first broken and worn down. And so it's through your life experiences that were difficult and wore you down over time that have made you into this light that you are today, because you can understand and appreciate the light because you've been through all this dark process. You were at one point in time shipwrecked on the bottom of the ocean, and the water did what it needed to do to smooth out all your rough edges and threw you up onto the shore, where you are now highly valued. You have a lot of value, beautiful soul. So that is a beautiful card. And then we have Millicent. And Millicent, it is Millicent, isn't it? I love the name Millicent. There's a book that I used to read my son when he was little called Millicent in the Wind. Beautiful book. And I had a cat named Millicent that I named after that book. But that was many cats before. My cat now is Arwen. Okay, so from the Sacred Sea Oracle for Millicent, we have the Whale Gatekeeper card number 10, Innate Infinite Wisdom. So we have new insights, new levels of awareness coming into you here through a lot of purging of emotional stuff. We've had the card twice up here, deep emotional, where was it? Deep emotional healing. This is connecting in. Oh, see, damn. See, it's when I do something. Interesting. Here we go. Try this again. Sorry, don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. I'm a-coming. I'm going to turn it on and off again because that seemed to work the last time. Get all this fancy technology, and then let's just move, I guess, here to, no. Okay. Oh, now you get to see my bad background. There we go. I moved over to my camera. Hopefully that works. And there, I'm now part of it. I have no idea what's going on with this, but Whale Gatekeeper is where we were. And the Whale Gatekeeper wants to dive into the depths to have new levels of awareness coming on. And I'm going to pop into the book for you for this one, hun, because there's a message. We're getting lots of books today. That's not normal for me. Okay, so this one here is from Millicent. Your affirmation is to, I hold innate infinite wisdom in my DNA that I have access to using to create my dreams and desires into my reality. It is my birthright to enjoy my life and own my wisdom here and now. Ancient memories, infinity, great wisdom, contemplation, protectors of the sacred sea. Your deep innate divinity is your perspective. So I like how this card came out because I don't know if you were with us earlier talking about clairvoyance and some of your gifts that are coming online right now and holding yourself in your own authenticity. It takes a little bit of practice and patience when we start to have new levels of awareness come in. It's like some people call it downloads or, you know, sun codes, light codes, and things like that. And these, it's like an activation deep within you. It's like your soul's contract said, okay, today I'm going to, you know, remember who I am. Today I'm going to remember and new skills that have been deeply embedded into me. So this is you've got some powerful stuff happening. Wisdom is always a nice balance between the masculine and the feminine energies within, because wisdom is about not just seeing but also acting on what you see, utilizing it. So the feminine sees, the masculine acts upon what is seen. And so when we are in balance with those energies, when we can make some profound change in the world. And we need a lot of that right now. So you've got a big mission in front of you. So that was for Millicent. So that is everybody's card out for today. Thank you for everybody that joined us. I am sorry about the freezing. I'm going to figure out how to turn off whatever is on that when I make I'm going to make a thumbs up. But when I make a thumbs up, it seems to freeze. So I guess I got to stop making thumbs up. Sending you all my absolute love out there. Please check out today's video that I started talking about. If you haven't, if you are processing some of this deep emotional healing, it will help you clear some of that needs to be cleared. And good luck with getting over those rough, bumpy patches. It is getting smoother. We are moving into smoother energies. With that said, I'm going to love you and leave you, and peace out, everybody.